Hey everyone, we're back with the MyTeam Career Season 2. We are in China. Now we are looking to continue to put some points on the board like we did last time. I need a good consistent drive here. Last time out in Australia I did a really dumb mistake. Now I wish to fix it. I wish to be better. We already did a sprint race. It was a good intro to the weekend. And yeah, as we are here in the standings, we are P5 in the standings, P4 in the constructors. Franco Colapinto already 15 points on the board, ahead of Leclerc, ahead of Piastri, ahead of Hamilton, ahead of some really good drivers. Yeah, P5 finish in Australia. That was very good. I could have bagged the podium, but I did a really stupid mistake. But anyway, yeah, let's move on to the race. I'll be seeing you on the grid.
The Chinese Grand Prix then is upon us once again. It's a race that saw Michael Schumacher claim his final Formula One victory in 2006, as well as Red Bull's first win with Sebastian Vettel in 2009. There's no doubt there's plenty more drama to come here in Shanghai. Shanghai International Circuit then is a 16-corner high-speed thrill ride. The long and ever-tightening right-hander at turns 1 and 2 tests a driver's patience, and the flat, open to the elements location, test their skill in a crosswind. 2 DRS zones will assist passing, and they're available into turn 1 and down the kilometre-long back straight into turn 14. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. What a qualifying yesterday for George Russell. He'll start today's race from pole position. And Max Verstappen lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Colapinto, Piastri, Carlos Sainz, and Antonelli. Leclerc, Tsunoda, Albon, and Esteban Ocon. Hamilton, Norris, Ollie Behrman, and Maloney. Pepe Marti, Doohan, Lance Stroll, and Gabriel Bortoleto. Lawson, Aaron, Hadja, and Nico Hulkenberg rounds off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. And let's talk momentum with this drive.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do.
Okay,
Don't let me down.
Welcome to the track. After a very good qualifying session, I ended up starting P3, but Russell on pole was 1.3 seconds ahead of me. So yeah, he's flying in that Mercedes. He's like, they're by far the best car on the grid, and I don't think I have any business competing with them so far. Maybe I aim to be a champion next season. This season I don't think I'll be able to be driver or constructors champion. And yeah, I turned off the racing line as well. So yeah, as we start the race, it's 5 red lights, and away we go. Very slow start for me. As Piastri just cruises right by as we fight the Ferrari to turn number 1. That first snail section is really tricky. You can usually go. You would think you can go fast, but you're just gonna run wide. Yeah, this first lap is just. I really wasn't driving good this first lap. I really got spooked by all the traffic, you know. It's just I'm not that good of a driver yet. Let's see as I run a little bit wide over there. I'm just right now just looking to get into good rhythm. Good rhythm. Mixed tire choices for the start of this race. George Russell starts on hards and is already 1.2 seconds ahead of Oscar Piastri, as we are trying to stay in DRS range for the second lap to Oscar Piastri, which will be challenging as McLaren driver is really fast. I practiced a lot without the I practiced some, not a lot, but yeah, I practiced for a bit without the racing line on this track before coming here to do the MyTeam race. As we overtake Oscar Piastri into the last corner, we are currently P3, back to P3, as we are chasing down George Russell throughout the first sector. Max Verstappen takes the lead from George Russell already and is already 2 seconds ahead. Max Verstappen in this game is just in a league of his own. Yeah, I haven't been uploading as much these past few days, mainly because of course personal reasons, and when I was playing I was just focusing on learning the tracks without the racing line, so I spent most of my time in time trial instead of career mode, just so I don't lose much time in MyTeam. Yeah, but I think it will do me good. I will eventually get faster, find more time around various circuits, but I'm still very new to this, and I believe removing the racing line was a good choice. So yeah, that's why I've been spending a lot of time in time trial, testing out various tracks that are upcoming in my career mode, and some other tracks that I really wish to learn. Yeah, I mean, it's a fun process. You're just looking for those. I have a custom setup that I got from Mr. Matt212. His setups are free on his channel, and are very good. I maybe tweaked it to my preference. I watched some videos how to set up your car. I watch various channels. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy Matt212. Of course, Brendan Lee, sports driver, sports champion, has his sim racing channel where he helps other drivers become better and faster. I watch various tutorials, and yeah, jump into time trial and try to implement it on the track. How to manage your battery, how to brake, how to corner, how to get a good exit, how to learn the track, how to defend, how to overtake, basically everything. It is a very complex thing to drive very well, but I'll get there eventually. Yeah, and this second snail section of the China track is also very tricky. Oh, and as we have a red flag here. Oh, Max Verstappen spun. Yeah, Max Verstappen spun, and we have a red flag. That changes everything, but I think I mean it is only what, we restart on lap 5, so I think just hards to the end. I think maybe I could have put off mediums, but our car is not yet that good on tire wear, and the setup also is a bit harsh on the tire wear, I believe. So yeah, hards to the end. Max spun. It was just a regular spin. As we get ready for the restart, we get a solid start, better start than Russell, but Russell I was just very conservative diving there in front of George Russell, I think it was a smarter choice just to stay in the DRS as I make a mistake, very wobbly rear end, and yeah, now he skips. He's on medium tires, so I was kind of hoping to stay with him for a few laps, and then as his mediums start to give out, my hards will come alive. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Maybe I should have just went for it to jump straight in front of him there, just to be a bit more fearless. I was a bit maybe a bit too conservative. Yeah, and Max spun, and it was a red flag. I don't think there was as Max is right behind us. I don't think that is that should have been a red flag, but I don't know. It's fine, I guess. Now I don't have to do a pit stop. I just jump on the hards and go until the end. And George Russell, I think, is the only guy on the grid who restarted as we really cut the corner there. Fortunately, we don't even get a warning. That is crazy. As the DRS is enabled, Russell is already 2.6 seconds ahead. So yeah, as we run a little bit wide there in the first nail section, Max is really putting the pressure on me in this part of the race. Really just applying the pressure. He's by far the fastest guy in this game, and I mean in real life. I mean, look at what he's done. What he's done in Qatar, it's just crazy. It's going to be a hell of a last race of the season. It's going to be very interesting, and like technically three people can become the champion, but yeah, everybody's looking towards Max now, and it's just very exciting. Very exciting. It's going to be. It's a big question mark whether he can win his 5th consecutive World Championship. I think this season he has shown just how much better he is than everybody else on the grid. He is no longer in the most dominant car, but as he swoops right past us, the man, the myth, the legend. As we bump him a little bit, yeah, as we gain some traction, and we are trying to stay with him, but he's just too fast. At least we get some DRS, and we just using up my battery just to stay with Max. Going into the first corner, I was just trying to. I wasn't trying to go for any kind of overtake. I was just trying to, stay very close to him so I can get some DRS. I needed to save some battery. I'm constantly trying to implement different strategies to save battery. I think. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. As I'm trying to really maximize my battery deployment. So from what I've heard, from what I've learned so far, battery is the most important on your corner exit when you are accelerating. And then you deploy it for a few seconds to get that boost, and then you basically hold it on the straight. You hold it onto medium, and in the corner, on corner's entry and into the braking zones, you put it to none, so you can harvest the maximum amount of energy that you can harvest inside one lap. So yeah, I'm just messing around with the battery now and trying to stay with Max, and I've been doing a fairly good job. But as Russell is over 5 seconds ahead of everybody, it is just amazing how that Merc is performing now. That is just crazy stuff. How Mercedes developed so fast, and Red Bull is the second fastest car on the grid here, but you just Russell always opts for different tire choices and always makes it work. He's I think the favorite to win. Between him and Max, it's going to be a close battle until the end of this season. We are going to try and be basically the best of the rest. Maybe chase McLaren. So we are already ahead of Ferrari. So only Red Bull, Mercedes, and McLaren are currently ahead of us in the constructors. I'm gonna try to chase down Leclerc and Piastri, but they always score double points, and they have a better car, and it's going to be very, very challenging throughout the season. But I think we should just focus on finishing ahead of the Ferraris, which have a similar pace, but Kimi Antonelli is not performing like Leclerc did, obviously, in Ferrari. So I think I have a chance to really make a difference and maybe jump Ferrari in the constructors. I mean, we already did jump them, but stay ahead for the rest of the season. As we are still in the DRS of Max. I'm just, as we have a big wobble in that first snail section. Very difficult traction zones here around China. I mean, just those snail sections are really sensitive. Yeah, as I make another mistake here, just catch the car, losing the rear end. It was just as tire wear here, as your tires fall off, as your tires like go away, it just becomes increasingly difficult in those two snail sections to like keep control of the car, especially in those snail sections. And this snail section right here is just very, very important, because there is a long back straight after it. So if you mess up that part, you're gonna mess up the straight and you're gonna be a sitting duck. So yeah, very, very high risk, high reward. As we fight to stay in the DRS, but Verstappen finally is as we get the DRS over here, but but we are dancing around the 1 second threshold. Verstappen is just picking up the pace. I made a few mistakes, and he's just gaining more pace as the race progresses, and I'm just falling off as the race progresses. So yeah, as we have Charles Leclerc behind us, 2.4 seconds. I'm just trying to focus and driving very, very consistent. I would be happy with a podium here, of course. I didn't get it in the sprint race. As we are exactly halfway through the race, I really had a difficult time when I was learning this track. I really had a difficult time in that third sector, of course, to find the good braking points. Here, of course, around this part of the circuit, also very, very difficult to control the car, and after the straight, also very, very tricky to find, to pinpoint the exact braking point. So the car in time trial is much different to this one. This one, of course, is much more upgraded, is faster. So yeah, then I had to adjust to this car as well, and I did it on the fly. I drove the practice sessions, but yeah, over here in this race, I didn't fully adjust back to this car from the time trial car, and I was much more precise and much more precise in time trial. I forgot what time I did, but I was, I think, in in top 40%, I believe. So I think that's a decent result for me. Top 40% of time trial. I probably did like maybe 50 laps. And yeah, I'm quite satisfied with it. As I said, this is the first F1 installment that I'm really like got into, and the first one that I'm really playing all the time. So yeah, I like I just practiced. I practiced Jeddah, and I managed also to get top 40%. Maybe even top 38, top 32. I don't know. The Jeddah is it's much more difficult than this one. I practiced Bahrain as well, so yeah, it's just Bahrain is just very stop and go. It's not easy to get into a groove. There are a lot of corners where it's like heavy braking. Not very many like S's or like it's not a track that you get like into a rhythm and then you get into a groove and then you drive. Bahrain is very from corner to corner, like just and gaining traction on corner exit. This is not it's not a rhythm track. It's more like a stop and go track. But I really enjoyed it. Once I got the hang of it, I got into the 130s, and I think that is rather decent lap time without any of the assists. I really like Jeddah. It was really difficult. Like the smallest of mistakes lose you a lot of time, and it's a street circuit, and you have to be especially careful around those walls. You really need time to build confidence around that circuit, because it's just so narrow. I mean, it's a street circuit. So yeah, it took me quite some time. I'm still learning. That's why I'm not uploading as much. Yeah, here on lap 12, Charles Leclerc is 2.6 seconds. So I actually gained some time, but Verstappen is just too fast. By now he's already 2.2 seconds ahead. Russell is just increasing his gap. He's in a race of his own. 9 seconds ahead. So yeah, at this point I was just doing my best to catch Max, but I already I was like really pushing to catch him, but in the back of my mind I kind of knew that I'm not gonna do it. I would settle for a podium here, honestly. Max is just so fast. He's too fast for me. It's just that he has a 99 pace rating, so he's like the best pace in the game. So yeah, Lando Norris is back at P5, which I don't know. I thought, like, when I saw Norris jump to Mercedes, like Russell and Norris drive together in Mercedes, it's just that I thought there would be 1-2 every race. Lando Norris scored the podium last race, I believe. Over here he's P5, so I don't know. He probably made some kind of a mistake or something. He is also on medium tires, just like his teammate. I didn't expect him to be P5. I expected to be him ahead of Leclerc, but yeah, very surprising, because they really have the best car, like by far the best car in the grid. Yeah, as we go into lap 14, I'm keeping a steady pace, just trying to manage my battery so I can have it for this last 6 laps of the race, and not try to spend it all, because then I'm going to be like a sitting duck on the straight. Leclerc is going to catch up fairly quickly. And I'm trying to take care of my tires as well. Um yeah, so far a fairly steady race. Besides that red flag, I made a few mistakes, few wobbles as I go wide here in this corner. Um, as well, I made a lot of those small kinds of mistakes, but that's okay. I'll cut myself some slack. I just turned off the racing line, and I'm basically learning how to drive. What I did know is how to follow the racing line decently, but now I'm learning how to race and really how to strike the curbs, how to, you know, different kinds of curbs, how to ride how the track limits, how to extract everything from a circuit, from the track, to use the entire width, some kind of specific things for specific tracks, from a specific corners, the things that apply to them, and try to learn as much as I can. So I think I'm doing decently. Yeah, when I turned off the racing line, it was an entirely different experience. So the game just became a whole different game. So if you happen to play F125 and you happen to have some assist turned on, trust me, turn them all off. Put AI difficulty to 0 and just drive. And then increase the AI difficulty. And as you get better. If you are a total beginner, of course, turn on the assist until you get the hang of it, how cars work. But as soon as you get a hang of something like throttle, traction, as you learn the track, yeah, I think you should turn off the racing line. You should turn off the assist once you get used to the driving, because those assists only made me just fall into this kind of a comfort zone, and then I just didn't challenge myself anymore to get better. I was just following the racing line, and I was just mindlessly braking when it got red, and I lost a lot of lap time because the racing line is not always representative with its braking points. Usually you can brake a lot later than what the racing line says. As Lando Norris just jumps me and Leclerc inside a handful of laps, as I just called him out, he just got us on the straight. He got to P3. We are currently sitting P4 outside of the podium. He's just that fast in that Mercedes. He just turned on the engines. He was like P5, now he's P3 inside like a few laps. He was catching Leclerc, and he caught me also fairly easily, and he's already running away, so he's just so much faster. And right now my AI difficulty is at 90. I want to increase it further and further, but I think right now this is fairly decent for me, so I can. It gives me enough of a challenge, and it's still very fun. I'm not dead last, but it's still, as you make smaller mistakes, you immediately get caught up by the car behind. So I think this is a good difficulty for me. AI is also usually behaving very differently around various tracks. So in Monaco, the AI is just super slow for some reason. The AI is very slow in Monaco, so I might increase it for the Monaco race. Last season I think I put it on pole position by 1 second, or I put it in P2 in qualifying, and I had by far the worst at the time. I had by far the worst car on the grid. So I think AI is a bit slower in Monaco actually. So yeah, it was very weird. Like, I just found surprisingly good pace in Monaco. I just tried to keep it out of the walls, and try to try to put that good lap in quali, and in race we just don't let anybody through, because it's very difficult to overtake in Monaco, since these cars are just very big. Next year we are getting smaller cars, so maybe Maybe Monaco becomes more fun in real life and inside the games. Yeah, as Lando Norris flies away, Leclerc approaches from behind, so I'm kind of falling off. I'm losing pace now. Lando already 2 seconds ahead. Leclerc behind 1.7. Behind him Hamilton. It's very important for me to finish in front of the Ferraris. McLaren's are okay. If we manage to catch McLaren's, that would be good, but I really want to finish ahead of the Ferraris, both Ferraris. My teammate is currently also out of the points, so yeah, it's up to me, or Franco Colapinto as you might say, is I make a huge mistake down the end of the back straight. I just completely missed my braking point. I was just paying attention to the rear view mirrors. It's just I was just looking at Leclerc's time and just forgot about my braking point, and I didn't focus on my own race, and I paid for it dearly. Now Leclerc only 1.1 behind, 1.2 behind, and he's catching, so 2 laps remaining, and this is a legit fight for P4 between me and Charles Leclerc at the moment. I'm just trying to right now. I'm already very nervous. Yeah, I need a bit more composure when I race, most definitely. I think I just need time behind the wheel. I think I'm heading in a good direction to become a fast driver. I just need to, just calm down a little bit when I'm driving. I'm very tense. I need to hold my wheel more loosely, and I try to do it. To feel the car, and I try to do it every time I drive. Charles Leclerc inside the DRS, down the back straight. I really have to spend the battery. Now I'm just getting ready for the fight. As I squeeze him to the inside, he gets ahead, but I try to outbrake him, go on the outside, and barely defended there. As we approach the penultimate lap of the race.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trading the
Yeah, this is really fun. It's really fun. But it's been a while since I bought the game. I think I have around 150 hours on this game, so that's pretty much my entire experience. So I'm on 90 AI and without any of the assists. So I progressed rather quickly, I believe, and just I'm constantly now trying to push myself outside of my comfort zone while still having fun, and it's been like just very fulfilling. As we keep defending from Charles Leclerc on this penultimate lap. Also, this really tricky traction zone. As we approach the back straight, the corners leading to the back straight, it's going to be. I managed to save up like 50% of the battery, almost 80% of the battery, and as I deploy it down the back straight, and just hoping for Leclerc not to catch him, but he's 0.2 behind, and he has the DRS. And he is, and as I spend my entire battery, Charles Leclerc cruises past the outside as I try to outbrake him towards the inside, almost making contact and staying ahead. Barely staying ahead, but I have 0 battery here. And as we start the final lap ahead of Charles Leclerc, who is on absolutely all over the back of our car, as he tries to take a look, as he has a look down the inside into turn number 1, didn't manage to do it. Tries on the outside on turn 3, as we try to give him enough space, and he manages to get past. He finally managed to get past, and I panicked, and I just, I was very dissatisfied with it. Very unprofessional of me, and I just lost composure, totally lost composure, and I made a mistake. And I hit him, and I damaged my front wing, and now I was just trying to survive. So just trying to survive until the end of the race, but Lewis Hamilton is behind by quite a big margin. So P5 went from P3 to P5. I did my best. I lost 2 positions in the end, but it is what it is. You live, you learn. P5, just like the last time out in Australia. It is some solid points. Solid points. As George Russell wins the race, his second win of the season. Yeah, I managed to keep my tires in a good shape. Very good. I think a solid drive. Maybe I could have managed my battery a little bit better. I mean, I could have done a lot of stuff better. I made a lot of small mistakes, but it is what it is. It's been a fun race, really fun race. Driver of the day, Lando Norris. He got onto the podium. Yeah, as George Russell celebrates his win here, win number 2 for Mercedes. Mercedes is back. Yeah, since Lewis Hamilton era ended now in 2026. Mercedes is back, and George Russell wins the first 2 races of the season, and it seems like he is the guy to beat this season. Max is going to be a glorious battle to the end of the season, and in the end, double podium for Mercedes. Very good results for them. They will take constructors, I believe, halfway through the season. And that is pretty much it for this race. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you happen to support what I'm doing here, you can show me some support by dropping a like, maybe a comment with a quick tip on how can I improve, or anything that you feel like saying, or even a subscription. Yeah, I really enjoy doing this, getting better, taking notes, talking to you guys. And yeah, that's it for this video. I will be seeing you guys next time out. I believe it will be in Bahrain. Yeah, see you guys, and have a good one.